What is the most expensive card you would love to have and play in a deck, or maybe you own it? Put that in the comments below, and welcome to MTG Thrifty Thursdays, as we talk about budget replacements for typical Commander staples or just Commander cards that are very, very expensive. Today, we are coming with you to one of the most expensive cards, the cards on reserve list, that is Commander legal, because there are very, very few cards that are on reserve list that, well, there are some cards that are on the reserve list that aren't Commander legal and stuff like that. So we're going to take a look at the card and then give you two budget alternatives for that card. That card is Timetwister. None of this is the original art, but this is a little bit better. Each player shuffles his or her hand and graveyard in his library, and then draw 7 cards, 2 and a blue. A very expensive, over several $1,000 card, I believe, unless you get a non-tournament legal one. Very, very, very expensive card. Not easy to get, not easily attainable for most people. I don't even know if I ever would build a deck if I would want to have this card or own this card just because of the prices. But I've got two budget alternatives for you. We'll go for the more expensive than the cheaper one last. So let's take a look at both of those cards. The first one is 6 mana, Echo Valence, but as a flashback, so we get a graveyard, it's actually the same cost. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their libraries, then draws 7 cards. So it does the same effect. It's a great way to get everyone to shuffle. If you got ways where you want people drawing cards to ping them for damage or different things like that, this is a good alternative. They're shuffling everything in, get everyone to draw a bunch of cards, whatever it gives you. And this card is about $15, $20, depending on your printing and stuff like that. So it's a lot cheaper than thousands of dollars. But let's take a look at the really cheaper, under $1 version. That card is Days Undoing, 2 and a blue. It's the same cost as Timetwister. Each player shuffles his or her hand and graveyard into his or her library and then draws 7 cards if it's your turn in the turn, which realistically it's probably going to be your turn unless you're playing ways to play things on flash and stuff like that. So Days Undoing, a great card, almost the exact same effect except it does in the turn. So you can't really use this stuff, but here's the thing. This is how you'd play this card, especially in higher power games, because Timetwister really isn't normally going to be seen play nor play. We're talking higher play, CD8, stuff like that. So what you do with this is you have ways to play stuff on other people's turns. You cast a spell, everyone draws their cards at the end of someone's turn, and then you come to your turn, and then you just play and you win there. So Days Undoing there is a great way to do it. It's only like $1 or $2 for this card. Is a lot better of a card. And Timetwister is good. And minus the fact that ends of turn does the exact same thing. If you want people drawing cards and stuff like that, let me know your thoughts in the comments. So let me know some cards maybe you're looking for budget alternatives for. Love to try to find them for you as best as possible. No, we're running out of cards that are expensive, and so I'm looking for other alternatives and other formats where things are expensive and cards and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments below. Well, thank you guys so much for being here, and as always, we'll see you next time.